Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stinkpot Shack Show. We're here tonight in Clash Royale. Now, if you haven't been paying attention to the latest updates, then there has been a recent Reddit forum discussion where they pretty much had a Q&A and no question was off the table. So what's coming soon, we don't know when, is a new way to play Clash Royale, and what is rumored is a quest system. So I think one of the developers even mentioned that there would be quests put into the game, but we don't really know what that entails. Some people are speculating that it's going to be similar to the Goblin missions in Clash of Clans, but as far as we know of right now, Quest is the only thing coming, and we don't know any details further than that. So tonight is a special day before Labor Day stream that we're going to be doing, and I wanted to do something a little different. Last week we did 2v2 action, and Peaches and I had a run of bad luck, so we're going to try it again, but this time we're going to put a special twist on it, because tonight is what I like to call the theme deck challenge. So basically what I do is I just come up with a theme in my head, and I select cards based on that theme. Now, what you guys can do is you can sit there and try and guess what theme we're doing. It's only going to be my deck. Peaches is pretty much going to be running her winning special recipe over there. But for me, I'm going to be doing the theme deck challenge. And, you know, that's something I came up with. It's not a challenge in the game. It's just something I came up with. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that. I think Peaches is on. Let me check. There she is. So what you guys can do is try and guess what theme we're going with. And here's the first one. I'll let you look at it for a little bit to see what kind of theme we got going on. I got archers, I got princess, I got bandit, the Valk, musketeer, 3 musketeers, and the both set of witches. So now that you've seen the theme for a little bit, let's see it in action and see if we can't come through with a win. This is 2v2 action, Clash Royale, the theme deck challenge. Here's our first match. So Peaches is running with her standard deck, I see, and I'm gonna try and get these people out as fast as I can. We got a hog incoming. We're gonna counter that pretty easily. They got a witch coming down the pike. We're gonna meet her before she gets to the river, and then they surprise us with a Valk, but that's not a problem. We're still able to counter whatever they got going so far. Let me get a Night Witch out, and Peaches threw out a minion horde. Oh, but they countered that pretty easily with the princess. So I'm going to let the princess come down, and then I'm going to fire off my own princess to deal with her. So now my princess is up, and the hog got through. Only got 1 or 2 hits on our tower before we got rid of him. They got princess up again. I kind of wish I had my log on this one. That would really help, because they're either both people got princess, or someone's, you know, got a mirror princess that they keep doing, because that princess keeps coming back. So same thing with the hog. And now they're throwing a rocket to put. We gotta go fast now, because now they're just gonna try and cycle through that rocket to get the quick win. And I'm gonna see if I can't save up and do something. Throw my 3 musketeers out there. That would really stun them, I hope. But it takes a while to build up 9 elixir when you're not on the 1 minute fast elixir, the double elixir. So I'll throw a musketeer out to help with that, and I'll put a Valk there in the middle. So they're kind of pretty much think they're going to get both towers in this case. They're definitely not going to have time to get both towers, and hopefully they don't have time to get any towers, but just go in here with the musketeer, and we'll add 4 musketeers to the mix and see what happens. They brought out a Valk. Yeah, they took out our 3 musketeers pretty quickly, and that was a big elixir drain, so don't really know what to do on this one. Got 30 seconds left. We're trying to do a push. They got 1 tower. They are definitely not going to get 2 towers though. I mean, they can rock it and do whatever, but they're not going to be strong enough to get that 2nd tower down. So the best thing we can do is just push with everything we have, and hopefully we can get a tower down, but it's not looking good. So that's it for the first match. Hopefully you guessed what that theme was. If not, then I'll tell you next week. I'm just gonna keep going through these theme decks, and we'll see how many you guys can get right. So either put them in live chat, or just keep it to just make your own list. But next week I'll reveal what themes we went through, or maybe probably at the end of this stream I'll go through and talk about which decks I used. So next up is going to be this deck right here. This is our next theme. So we have the Ice Wizard, the Electro Wizard, the Night Witch, the Regular Witch, the Wizard, Mirror, Zap, and Log. So can you guys figure out that theme? Here we go. We're going to find out if this theme is a lot better than the last one. If you guys want to join in on the fun tonight in Clash Royale, we are in the Late for Supper clan, so come on in. If you want to join our clan and get in some on the 2v2, just let me know and we'll get you in. And they're starting off pretty heavily. They got a crossbow and an inferno, so they started off pretty good, but hopefully we can counter them and keep them out of sync. Because normally people try to do an initial surge initially to take down that first tower pretty quick. And they did that. They got our tower down to 1075. But now that we know what to expect, I don't think they're going to be able to push on us like that again. So we'll just have to see how it plays out from here. But cannon. And they got the wizard. And they're back with the crossbow already. And the log to take down. See, that time they put the crossbow out of range, so it's not even hitting our tower. So I'm not going to worry about deploying troops until I have to. I'm going to let my elixir build up a little bit. Because I don't have my log around, so I can't finish him off with that. And now let's go in with our Wizard and Night Witch. They sure are using that log pretty heavily, so it's hard to counter when you have both people mirroring their logs. And I'm not really too worried about winning tonight, because tonight is all about the theme challenges, so I just want to try different card decks, different themes, just to see what happens when you use, certain decks. So they all have a theme behind them, and typically some of these themes that I have planned, they're not decks that you would normally pick if you want to actually win, but we'll see what happens. So they got 1 tower down. We're working on the second one. They got a lot of good counters. They got Fireball, they got Logs, they got Electro Wizards, so we're actually doing a good push that time. It looks like I lagged a little bit on that. It's like my whole screen just froze. Thought we were doing a good push, but it just got countered real fast. So once again, we lost that one. And we'll try another theme. So we're 0 for 2. Not gonna worry yet. It's not a big deal. Tonight is the theme deck challenge. So let me switch on over to my third theme of the night. Here we have skeletons, bats, and tombstone, skeleton army, bomber, night witch, witch, and graveyard. So that theme seems pretty easy to me, so Let me know if you think you know what these themes are. Otherwise, we will get into the next battle. A lot of low elixir troops on this one, so hopefully I can just keep barraging them with my troops, and then Peaches can help counter with hers. So she's got a bowler, and I'm starting off with bomb guy, and they got a elixir pump in the top right. I wish I had my fireball for that one, but I don't, so I'm gonna use a regular witch and a night witch, get some troops in the air. Now Peaches is gonna fireball that elixir pump, so that'll help. Now we got the bowler and the two witches trying to make a push here. Let me throw out graveyard in the middle to really confuse them. That'll get the attention of their three musketeers they put out, so I can get the bats and everything else on this other side. And now I'm going to try and cycle back to my bomber guy, because we got to take care of those troops fast. And the bomber only got one hit in before he died, so that wasn't a very good counter. Now let's get the skeleton army to finish off the princess. And they used arrows on 4 of my skeletons, so no, that wasn't a big deal. I'm going to use Tombstone to distract the Infernal Dragon and the Pika. Let me get some flying troops to finish off the Inferno. But the Pika is going to be the problem here. He's going to get all close to getting that tower down. Down to 932 on that tower. And we've barely touched our towers, so... There goes the miner, and I'll go ahead and put graveyard out there, see if that can distract and get some hits in. And they got 3 musketeers in, so we're not going as fast as I want to, because they should not have time to get their 3 musketeers out. So I'm going to try and speed it up now. See if we can't get a good counter move going. And 3 musketeers are dead. Let's try graveyard one more time. Get some bats. And there's less than 30 seconds left in this battle. And they rocket for the win. So we need to try, hopefully these later themes we got will be more successful, but right now we're having a rough time with these. So we will see what happens. Peaches is going to take a break after this one, and we're going to try our next theme, because I'll have to take a little bit of time to build it, because I have so many on my list that I can't get, but I can only hold 3 because that's my main deck. I don't want to get rid of that deck, and that's the last deck I'm going to use, so I don't want to get rid of that one. So our next deck is going to be a theme, of course. So let's get some cards going. Let me find out the ones I want. I got a particular theme in my head that I want to do, so I'm just going to sit here and pick some of these cards real quick and see what happens. Let me pick, where's he at? So just bear with me while I set up this next theme deck challenge that we're doing tonight. This is Clash Royale theme deck challenge. It's something that I do. I've been, playing just on my own, just a little challenge that I'd like to do. So try and guess what theme I'm doing tonight. And, if you have your own themes that you think are successful, let me know, and we'll throw them in here. But for now, this is what I'm going with. Just a couple more cards and we'll be set. Now, there are some themes that I will be using that there's not enough cards in that theme. So, whenever I need a filler card, you'll see me throw in this mirror card here, because there's not enough cards to match the theme I wanted to use. So There we are. Here's the deck I'm going with this time. We will have a golem, a giant, a baby dragon, an infernal dragon, a royal giant, a giant skeleton, a bowler, and the mirror card. So let's see what happens here. We'll find a random opponent and we'll hop in there. So they got both witches, they got a giant. So they have some similar cards. So they threw out the giant right away, so I'm going to throw out the bowler behind him. And then I'm going to throw probably Infernal Dragon on top of all of that in a little bit. So we'll throw the Infernal Dragon out. And they got the Night Witch on the other side. I'm going to counter that with the Giant Skeleton just shortly. There's that. They got a pretty good hit on that tower though. That tower's going down, so they got one tower down already. Meanwhile, my giant skeleton and baby dragon are pushing on the right, and my partner is pretty much giving up. I haven't seen him throw out any cards, so that's another pain point that they talked about in the Reddit discussion, is there needs to be some kind of penalty for these random 2v2s, because it gets annoying when you go in there and your partner just quits or just gives up and doesn't even try. So now you guys have to sit here, and I'm just going to let him take the tower because my partner's not throwing any cards out. So I hate when that happens. And there's so many kids and sore losers in this game. Just finish the match. It's a learning lesson. And there's been plenty of times, I've done, I don't know how many matches I've done where they've taken a tower real quick and I've come back and 3-starred on them. So if you ever get frustrated at Clash Royale, you know, just quit the game for 5 minutes, take a breather, and come back in, because you're not really learning how you can be better if you're just quitting and rage quitting all the time. So that was that theme. We're going to go into another one. Let me set this one up. This theme will be quicker to get set up. So we'll throw in archers. We'll throw in spear goblins. We'll throw in dark goblin. We'll throw in arrows, and where is the next one? Goblin gang. Another thing I'm doing is, as I'm creating these theme decks, I have my filter set to sort by elixir. So I'm always going to do cheapest to most expensive. So there may be some decks where I don't have every theme card incorporated, but that's because I started at the cheapest and I'm moving my way up. So we'll throw in princess and musketeer. One more card. Which one is it? Where are you? And it looks like it's going to be Goblin Hut. So we have archers, spear goblins, dark goblins, arrows, goblin gang, princess, musketeer, and goblin gang. Do you see the common theme there? Here we go. Let's try it out. And I'm going to start off with the archers. I always try to start off with troops that I just want to bait them with, because I want to use cheap troops just to see what they are going to use. And then after a whole round of that, that's when I really start doing what my strategy is going to be. So we got a good push on that. We got their tower almost down, and now I will start my real push. We'll defend and offense with our goblin hut. We'll follow up with the dark goblin, follow up with the princess, and we should be getting close to taking that tower down. Yep, there's that tower gone already, so this is going to look like a win. Looks like they have given up already. I don't know, how come there's my partner finally threw out a minion horde. So yeah, they gave up. I mean, this is just what I was talking about, except now it's on the other end. We 3-starred them. Just by one push, they gave up. Just completely gave up. And we didn't really do a whole lot to them. I mean, they could have easily countered what we put, but they just decided, nope, we're not going to even try. So that was a short and sweet victory. So let's go on. Well, here's that deck one more time. This is our first winning deck of the night. We're doing the theme deck challenge, where basically I just have a theme in my head that I go with, and I pick cards based on that theme. And it's your guys' job out there to try and determine what theme I'm going with. So if you want to hop in live chat and give me a shout on what we're doing, what themes you think these are, feel free. But I'm going to go ahead and set up the next deck right now. Add some goblins. We'll keep the spear goblins. We'll keep the dark goblins. Where's the next one? We'll add goblin barrel. We'll keep the goblin gang. Notice I'm saying a common word in all of these. I wonder what theme this is. Dun, 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 dun. And looks like, yep. So this theme, do I have mirror in there? No, I need my mirror. And let me do one last quick check. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so that's it. I'm just going to go back to the top and add in something really cheap. Let's do log, because log is my favorite card because it's so cheap. So this deck should be pretty quick. 2.4. Hey Janet, thank you for subbing. Congratulations, I appreciate you subbing tonight. What we're doing tonight is the theme deck challenge, so if you can try and guess this theme, that'd be great. What we're doing is we're going through different themes. This is what I call the theme deck challenge, so I'll just think of different themes and we'll just try them out. So we're doing 2v2 random action. If you want to get in a 2v2 match with me, feel free to join late for supper. Let me get on over here if I can remember. Let's see. I'll pull up the clan tag for you so you can find us easily there. I can never remember where this silly clan tag's at. But basically, a little background on me is I've been playing Clash Royale ever since it came out. Our clan, Late for Supper, started in Clash of Clans, so I just wanted to give a quick bio because I don't think I've seen you hop in here before, so I appreciate you joining us tonight. So player profile, yep, there's clan. So our clan tag is PUVGLG. If you want to join us, I'll go ahead. It's set to open, so required trophies is 2,000. If you don't have 2,000 trophies, let me know and I'll drop it for you if you're interested in joining. But right now we're going to try let me open this free chest real quick. We're going to use this particular deck. This is the theme we're going with this time. Okay, 1251. Let me reduce it a little. I'll reduce it real quick. Settings. There, 1200. Now you should be able to hop in. And I'll go ahead and start the next battle, 2v2 quick match. So what we're doing tonight is hopefully trying to get more wins with this theme deck challenge. This is the theme I'm going with, and since my deck is 2.4 elixir, I'm going to be able to attack pretty fast on this one. I got our Dark Goblin. He's a good counter for the Skeleton Army because he can shoot faster than they can spawn. So that's one deck that is very useful for countering the Skeleton Army. You can see they threw out a poison and they threw out a balloon, so they got some good hits in on our tower. But now I'm going to go back to my 2.4 deck, and an Electro Wizard is also going to be tough against all these goblins. So looks like they managed to get in there and get a couple more hits in. But now we got Infernal Dragon and Bandit to deal with. I can counter the Bandit pretty easily. But our opponent, or my partner, actually used a rocket, and just a word of warning, I just saw them put down 2 skeleton armies. Never use 2 skeleton armies in a row, because that was quickly dispatched by my 1 log. So that's something to keep in mind. You never really want to clone a skeleton army or do anything where you just send in mass, skeletons, because that can be countered so easily. So now we have a good push going. As long as we can stay out of the poison, we might actually be able to get to their tower and do some damage. I'm going to send in my 3 goblins again. You're in Arena 3? Okay. Well, basically at Arena 3, how long have you been playing the game? Arena 3, what you basically want to do is make sure your deck, I would try to keep your deck at 3.5 or below. After this match, I'll go and look through my cards and show you some cards that I would recommend you putting in your deck for Arena 3. Yeah, 1 month, so you're pretty fresh on the game, but it's a lot of fun in Arena 3 in those lower arenas, because you should be able, as long as I have been playing for a while, there's a lot of ways to get 3 stars at those lower levels, and they're really rocking this match. But I can't really counter all those flying troops that our opponent's using on this. I mean, they got the balloon, they got the lava hound, they got the infernal dragon, and this themed deck isn't really going to counter that at all. So we're going to lose this match, but that's probably due to the fact that I had a pretty weak theme going on for the win. But could have had that tower. Should have had that tower. I wasn't paying attention. I could have thrown a log. So you're in Arena 4? Okay. Let's see here. There's Janet. Thank you for joining our clan. Now you are officially a late for supper member, so thanks. If you want to join our clan in Clash of Clans, we also have a let me get my real deck out here, Janet. This is my main deck that I use, so I'll go ahead and do a battle with you there. So Arena 4, Pika's Playhouse. Just go ahead and attack with whatever you can, and I'll just wait and see what you do, because I'm kind of interested in what cards you have. I'll throw 1 out there. So Janet, the thing you got to remember in this game is you always want to have enough elixir at the bottom so you can counter anything that is thrown at you. So what I'm basically going to do in my strategy against you is I'm just going to play the defensive role. I'm just going to see what you throw out. I'm going to see if I can counter it. So I'll throw my minion horde out, and I'll get my furnace out to try and counter that goblin hut you put out there. Now you got a baby dragon coming, and I'm going to try and cycle back around to my ice wizard, because he'll be a good counter for that baby dragon. And now there's my ice wizard. And good job with the freeze there, but you stopped my furnace, it allowed your baby dragon to kill my furnace, but on the other side I have the log to take out your skeletons and your goblins, so I'll use a skeleton army on the Pika. And the ice wizard that I have, that's probably, if you ever get, you will get a legendary card, I promise you, and the ice wizard will probably be the first legendary card you'll get. It seems like everybody I know, that's the first legendary card most people get, and he's probably one of the best defensive cards in the game, because he just slows the push down so much that you can just, oops, I didn't mean to throw that log there. And I got skeleton army to distract the minion horde so my towers can take that down. And I see you got a baby dragon, so I'll wait for you to get a hit on my tower, and then I'll drop a minion horde to counter your baby dragon. Hey Snoggy, thanks for letting me know about your Clash Royale tournament. I'll be sure to look at that once I'm done with the stream and see if I can't get in. How long is it running? So, Janet, you're pretty good. You definitely got a good push going there. So that was some good strategy, and you know, I see you're doing a lot of a hut, so that's a really good strategy to use that arena for, because that before I used this deck, huts is what I used all the time, and people used to hate me. They like, I don't want to play you because you're using huts. So if you're going to use huts, in addition to the skeletons and the goblins, I would throw in, there's a card, I don't know if you have access to it yet, but it's a card that has 4 barbarians. That'd be a good to help out. The skeletons are basically just going to be able to be a distraction, so they're low elixir. And thank you. Hey, Soundflyer, so, thank you for joining tonight. Appreciate you checking out my stream. My schedule is I stream 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Sundays, of course, is Clash Royale, and Tuesdays we do Clash of Clans, and Thursdays we do a new game by Lilith Games called Art of Conquest. Good game, Janet. Thank you. Thanks for your subscription, Soundflyer. I appreciate it. So, what we're doing tonight is a theme deck challenge. I basically think of a new theme in my head, and I'll just generate a deck that's based on that theme. And if you guys can guess what those themes are, we'll see if we can get a little competition on who can guess the most themes correctly. So at the end of the stream, I'll tell you all the different themes that I used, but let me go ahead and set up my next theme, and then if Janet's request is still available, I'll go ahead and join her 2v2 battle with my next theme. So here comes the next themes. This is a fun one. I rarely win with this theme, but we're going to throw in a rage, we're going to throw in a zap, we're going to throw in a heal spell, we're going to throw in the clone, we're going to throw in tornado. Where's another one? And I always have them sorted by elixir, so it goes from the cheapest elixir to the most expensive elixir. Throw in a freeze card, throw in fireball, and just to keep it interesting, let's add a poison. So this is the deck I'm going with for this theme challenge. So we have a whole different, you can tell there's not any troop at all in this deck. So if Janet's request is still up, let's see, she's actually in a battle right now. So Janet was just joined our stream tonight and joined our clan. So if you're interested in joining our clan late for supper, you can find us by clan tag PUVGLG. We're late for supper. We've been around since 2013. Hey, Master Killer, thanks for joining us tonight. I appreciate it, you hopping in here. So what we're doing is theme decks. I'm doing 2v2 challenges, so if you want to do a 2v2 with me, go ahead and hop into this clan right here, and we'll get going. So I'm going to go do a 2v2 right now, and let's see if we can't get someone in here with this theme I got going on. So we'll just wait for a clan member to accept my challenge. Got a lot of newcomers in tonight. I really appreciate you guys coming in here. So Snoggy has a tournament going on his live stream. You can check out his tournament for the password on his live stream. And Janet's in here, and Master Killer's in here as well as Soundflyer. So I see you want me to do a Sparky deck. Okay, I'll do a Sparky deck in a little bit. Sparky is a fun card to do, so we'll do a Sparky deck later, but I want to get through all these themes first and see if we can't get some wins. Right now, I think I'm 1 for 4 on these theme decks, so these theme decks are fun to do, to try and have different strategies, but they're obviously not very good for winning. So we're going to go ahead and jump in a battle with this theme and see if we can't pick up another W. So I think, oh, this is Heisenberg, so got the Breaking Bad guy over here. This theme, I think, is pretty easy to figure out what I did on here, so I'm just going to basically try and help my partner secure the win. He's got a balloon, and we're raging that balloon, and those balloons are devastating when they're raged, so I'm going to wait and throw my tornado out to try and counter this. We'll zap it as well. So that really helped. Let's go ahead and freeze it. And I'll fireball it. Boom. Okay, so we counter. Oh, fireball went blank. Kind of wasted elixir on that one. But I'm going to bring my poison back up, and that should take out some of that lava hound and most of that tower. So we'll go ahead and poison it. Master Killer, are you new to this, my stream? Are you new to Clash Royale? What are you new to, bud? So we're trying to. This guy is really taking a toll on our tower, and I'm out of elixir, so it looks like they're going to get that tower. All right, Janet, we'll see you in a little bit. Thank you. I really have nothing to do. I guess I can freeze it. I think my partner gave up. He has not thrown a card out in forever, so I really hate that. I talked about that a minute ago, how there was a Reddit discussion this week on Supercell developers, and some of the players were talking about how can we implement some sort of punishment system to curb, these people that just quit during a 2v2 battle. And they said that they're considering doing something like that. Because one player proposed, ban the player from entering the battle for 5 minutes, and they replied that they really don't want to ban people, but they said they're thinking about alternatives that they can do to kind of like a reward system to entice people to stay in the battles. So hopefully they've promised a big update is coming soon, and they're going to throw in a whole new game mode, and all they will say about it right now is that it's quests. So some kind of quest system is coming to Clash Royale. So we'll have to stay tuned and see what that's like. But as for right now, we're going to jump back into theme decks. I'm going to go ahead and do Sunflyer's Sparky deck. So let me make a Sparky deck real quick and see if we can't get a win with Sparky. Sparky is pretty high elixir cost, so I want to throw in some stuff that'll complement that. Ice Wizard is one of my personal favorites to use with the Sparky deck, as well as you want a tank to kind of lead the way. So I'm going to throw in, let's throw in a golem. No, let's throw in a regular wizard, or sorry, a giant, because I don't want to. Oops, took away my Ice Wizard. I don't want to be waiting on elixir forever, so you don't want to throw in a golem which has 8 elixir combined with this 6 Sparky deck. So we'll try that. And another favorite card of mine is the Furnace. I use that in my main deck a lot, and it really it's a really good anti-hog card to use, because they like to surprise you with the hog, and if that Furnace is sitting there, it's going to be hard for him to get in, as well as Skeleton Army is a good counter for that. So we'll leave the rest as it is, and we'll see if we can't get another win with this deck. This is your Sparky deck, Sunflyer, so wish me luck. I used to, in the lower levels, or sorry, the lower arenas, everybody used to use the Sparky deck. So I'm going to kind of keep it as my secret weapon card. I don't like to show it immediately, because then they know how to counter it. So, hey amigos, thank you for joining tonight. I appreciate it. So I'm going to let this match play out a little bit, and then I'll try to surprise them with the Sparky. So let me get my poison out on this push that they got coming. We got a pretty good chunk of their tower down. And now I will finish off their push with the Skeleton Army combined with the poison. So they haven't got any good push on us yet. So where are you from, amigos? So we're doing pretty good on this one already. We got their tower down to 1250. And And for anybody that's unfamiliar with my channel, I am part of the Late for Supper clan. This is the Stink Pot Shack Show. Thank you for joining us tonight. And I've been doing this streaming thing for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and so I'm just getting the hang of it. If you have any tips or suggestions, feel free to throw that in chat below or leave a comment, and I'll appreciate it, because I'm just, you know, just trying to make the quality better for everyone. I have to work on some lag that I'm experiencing from when I'm talking to you guys in the chat, so I'm trying to figure that out, and it'll just get better as we go in the coming weeks. So I appreciate your support and appreciate you guys showing up tonight. Oh, from Brazil, Portuguese. I know pouco espanhol, but that's about it. So I know Portuguese is a little bit different language than Spanish. So thank you for joining it. So you guys just had the Olympics were down there recently, so wow, we just killed their entire army with my poison. Their whole skeleton army and their goblins. So we're gonna get the W on this one, and I don't even think I pulled Sparky out once. So let me go ahead and just throw him out for the sake of throwing him out, but we're gonna win this one. Maybe I can use Sparky to get this second tower down real quick. Maybe they've given up, I don't know. Yep. Looks like they gave up. Oh, they zapped my my Sparky, so he may not get the hit in. Nope, he did not get the hit in. So, wow, they actually tied it up. We didn't win because we got complacent. Now they, yep, there it wins. Now, man, it's kind of hard focusing on what I'm doing. I need to practice more at playing Clash Royale and talking on my stream at the same time, because I'm a little distracted. And I should have prevented that tower, but we're going to try and get another Sparky push going. And I think let me get my Dark Goblin down to stop these guys in the bottom left. Dark Goblin is a really good card to use for pretty much countering anything. As long as you can keep him alive, it's amazing sometimes what that Dark Goblin can counter. And Arena 8, congrats amigos. That's really good. So I've been playing Clash Royale since it first came out, and in the beginning I didn't hardly use any money to advance anything. But once I started getting the legendary cards, there's a chest that comes around once you get, I don't know if it's available to everybody, but you spend 500 gems on the legendary chest, and you're basically guaranteed a legendary card every 3 or 4 weeks. So that's pretty much the only thing I spend money on in this game right now, but if you have a lot of patience and a lot of determination, you can get all the cards in the game without spending a cent. So, if you look at my deck here, or actually my cards, I have every single card in the game as of right now, and I did not hardly buy any of them, except for, you know, the 500 gems like once a month to get that legendary chest. But I've gotten legendary cards from free chests. I've gotten legendary cards from these regular silver chests, and of course from these gold chests. So basically any chest in the game you can get legendary cards from. And another thing Supercell has done since this game has come out is they've increased the rate at which you get legendary cards, because if anybody remembers when this game first came out, it was really hard to get a legendary card. I mean, I was probably playing this game 3 or 4 months before I got my first legendary card, but there's some other people in our clan that got a legendary card in real quick in the first or second month. So same thing for those super magical chests. I've only gotten 3 of those in my entire time playing this game, and other people will get them a lot quicker. So there's a lot of luck involved. So there's Janet again. So let me go ahead and set up another deck for her. This time we're going to choose a theme. So see if you can guess what theme this is going to be. Let me break out my Tesla. I'll keep my furnace. And let's break out the Inferno Tower. There's another one. We'll bring out these Tombstone. try and guess what theme I'm creating right now, and if Janet's request is still there, then I'll go ahead and join her battle. And we want the bomber tower. We want the cannon. Oops, I wanted furnace. I'll have to pick it again. Furnace. 2 more cards. Which ones are they? Mortar. Last but not least shall be the cannon cart, which is one of the newer cards in the game. So it looks like Rumps is battling or playing with Janet. So I'll go ahead and do another. I'll try a clan battle, but I think everybody in the clan's busy. But we'll see what happens. So this is theme deck challenge that I'm doing. So I basically just pick a certain theme and go with those cards in that. So if you guys have questions about the game, you know, I've been playing this for a while. I can generally answer any question that you might have. So feel free to throw that in chat. And we'll go ahead and start this next theme deck challenge. Arena 6 is where we are. It looks like my partner has a mix of high elixir troops and regular troops. So Furnace is another good card that you can just throw right out there in the middle, and it will pretty much do some good defense for you. And then a Tombstone I like to throw out there just to distract them, just to remind them, hey, I got a card going that way. So throw out a bomb tower. Now we're just doing all kinds of craziness out on our front lines to try and stop their advances. So far, so good. And now let me try and sneak in a mortar on the left side. And yep. We're getting that first tower down pretty quick on this one. So once I get enough elixir, I'm going to throw out my Inferno Tower for their baby dragon there, and that'll be the end of his push. So with this deck, we countered their advances really fast, and we was able to push significantly. So I'm going to start up another push now and see if we can't get that second tower down. Hey Janet, thank you for coming back. So once again, I want to thank you for joining our clan. We're late for supper. We are mostly adults that run this clan, so if you ever have any questions about the clan specifically, throw it in the clan chat or throw it in here, and I'll be happy to talk with you in detail about who we are as a clan. But we're in Clash of Clans, and we're in Clash Royale under Late for Supper. So on this push, we got one tower down, we got a goblin down, and I'm going to try and throw another mortar in on the right side and see if we can't get that second tower. Let's play a 1v1 ramp. Okay, let me finish this one, Janet, and I'll do a ramp up battle with you. That'll be fun. I'll use this same deck that I'm using now since it's my theme deck challenge, and we'll see what happens. I've only done one ramp up battle so far, and it was pretty interesting. So had a little bit of a problem there. I think we're back on our stream, so let me know when it comes back, and then we'll continue. Alright. Thanks, Janet. I appreciate it for letting me know. I got a little notification a minute ago that it was offline, but then it rejoined, so that was good. So here we go with the ramp up battle. We'll do the Goblin Stadium. And here we go. 1v1 ramp up battle. Let's see what you got, Janet. Good luck. So I got my cannon out, I got my tombstone out, and let's throw in a cannon cart. Tesla. Take care of that pesky minion horde. And the baby dragon's going down quickly. Excuse me, I got the burps right now. And we'll distract that mini P.E.K.K.A with the tombstone. Nicely done. Put a cannon out to help with that Inferno Tower on the right side. And now I can see the elixir is definitely starting to ramp up here. Should be getting really interesting soon. This is getting fun. It's the Battle of the Huts, I believe, on this battle, so we'll see what happens. Just building them up here. Taking care of business. Oh, threw in a freeze spell on me. Go back to my mortar combo. Get the cannon back out. Get everybody back out. Tesla, furnace. Get another Tesla out here. Get a bomb tower. Take care of those huts. I think this is going to be a draw, Janet. What do you think? Yeah, I think it's a draw. I think there's only a minute of overtime in these, yeah, 3 minutes of overtime. So this is going to be playing out for a while. Maybe somebody can get the advantage, but it's looking like a draw at this point. Unless you do something sneaky I'm not prepared for. Now that we're in double elixir and ramp up, I would expect us to do some crazy hut build up here. I just am running out of real estate on my side. I don't know how you do it on yours, but I just can't seem to find the room or put the huts where I want. So I'm just basically putting them all in any available slot that's out there. Just building everything up. Got the freeze at me again, but I was ready for it. Got the cannons, got the... Oh, there's the rocket. There's that secret weapon. That cleared out most of my playing field of huts, so I gotta restart them all again. Get my Inferno back out. Yep. If you would have started the rocket sooner, you would have won, but I don't think you're going to have enough time to rocket the rest of my towers, because you're not going to get a hit on them except for the rocket, so it's going to be hard to take it out unless you have mirror and you can start mirroring your rockets. We'll see. You got it. Oh, if you didn't even hit it that time. Gotta help out that Inferno Tower. He was getting blasted. The minion horde's gonna go fall down to my furnace. Got the Inferno Tower back up, and now I got my mortar up. Let's get my tombstone up. I really wish I had log, because I could pretty much counter your deck with quick log. Especially if I had the log near, it would be pretty easy to counter all those huts that you're throwing out there. So Yeah, so if you're going to use Rocket Janet, I suggest throwing it on my actual tower and not really worrying about the outlying troops, because you could have probably won this battle if you had, you know, just used it exclusively to drop the rocket on my towers. That would have got you the W, but just a little tip for next time. Which, of course, I won't have the same deck next time, but when you know, most people that use the rocket card use it for the towers, because it's just hard to, that's like a free 600 damage to a tower, so why not put it on a tower? Good battle, Janet. That was a good 1v1, good ramp up battle. We both had you know, had a pretty good theme going there, and you had your huts going, so that was a great battle. Thank you. So now, we're going to do a couple more themes, and that'll pretty much be it for tonight. So I'm going to do, let me set up my next deck here, and see if you guys can't guess what this deck is going to be, what theme it is. So I'm going to start off with bats. And then next is going to be the Mega Minion. Then after that we will use minions. And where's the next one? Inferno Dragon, Baby Dragon are coming. And then the last card we use will be Balloon. Alright, so there's the theme deck. So try and guess what theme that is. Oh, I missed one. I'm not supposed to have the bomb tower in there. Let me get one more troop in here. Minion Horde. There we are. So there's our theme deck for this battle. We're going to hop right back in and do another one. Let's see if we can't get a TV2. Janet, you're the first one to can guess my theme tonight. Yes, this is my all-flying deck, so good choice. I'll go ahead and do a 2v2, share it to the clan, so hop in if you want to. There we go. So we're going to try an all-flying deck for this theme challenge and see what happens. Janet's got rockets, she's got dragons, she's got mini P.E.K.K.A, among some other things. So, oh, I forgot to take my cannon out. Dang. Oh well, I can use that. Okay, so that giant I'm going to take out with the Inferno Dragon, and they took out my cannon pretty quick with the Fireball. So Inferno Dragon and Baby Dragon are a deadly combo to use when you're using the air troops. And now you can start bringing in some minions on top of that. Wow, they got 2 sets of minion hordes coming. Let me help with, one's gone with Janet. Well, actually, Janet just about got them all with that one Fireball, so that was a good job, Janet. Now we're going to come in with some Mega Minions and some bats, and a whole bunch of other things, see if we can't get some damage. Oh, that pesky tornado got us. So I have a balloon in my back pocket, so when the time is right, I'm going to see if we can get that rage in there with the balloon. Get in there, balloon, take that tower down, come on. It got one hit on it. Oh, that was a really good hit. Down to 340. And I will try and stop their push with the cannon and minions. I think my minion, yep, was too slow on that deployment. So they're going to get that tower pretty good. They actually took it down. We'll stop the other side with the Fireball. Yeah, they got us really good now. Let me get some bats to stop this minion horde push that they got. And yep. They got that pretty good. Oh well, good game, Janet. We almost had them. It's just I didn't have enough elixir to counter that last push they had on the left. So the Sky Flying deck wasn't that good. So I'm going to switch in honor of Labor Day. I'm going to do a special theme deck. So yeah, you don't have to guess this one. This is going to be my Labor Day theme that I'm going to start. So what's the Labor Day theme? Well, basically, I'm going to pick all the profession type cards. So I have it set up already. So whether they're legal professions or illegal professions, it doesn't matter. So miner, that's a profession. We're going to use that card. And guards, you know, people guard stuff, so that's a profession. Bandit is one of the illegal professions out there. So this is our Labor Day theme that we're going to be going with. And of course, in the royalty section, we have knight and executioner. That's a bad profession to be in. Be messing with your mind on that one. And then bowler for all the bowlers out there in the bowling world. And bombers is a profession, and the lumberjack is a profession. So this is our special way to end our theme deck challenge night here in Clash Royale. We're going with the Labor Day theme. And let me go ahead and spend some money and upgrade these cards to help us out even more. And oh, that's 20,000. I don't have that. Okay, so let's get a W on this one. This is the Labor Day challenge for the theme deck. You're a bowler? I'm a bowler also, Janet. I've been bowling ever since I basically could walk. My family is the bowling families. Hey, Juanatimo, thank you for joining. Hola. Where are you from, Juanatimo? And I'm gonna start this battle with the executioner and the lumberjack. Hopefully we can get a good push going there. The bomber will counter most of this. Oh, they got the I don't have anything for the balloon. Can you stop 2 balloons, Janet? Let's hope so. They're gonna get that right tower really quick. I have nothing for that. I don't have anything in the air with this Labor Day deck. I can't stop it at all. Let's get the bowler to stop the hog at least. I'm gonna go bowling. So this is the Late for Supper stream we're doing tonight. I stream 3 days a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 8 p.m. Central USA time. Let me throw a miner in and bandit. So if you want to catch in on my streams, you know, 3 days a week, feel free to subscribe below. And what I try to do is do a different thing. Like right now in Clash of Clans, I just got Town Hall 11. It took me 4 years, but I finally got it. So I'm focused on showing some TH11 play in that. And then Art of Conquest is another game I cover. It's a newer game from Lilith Games. It's basically, if you enjoyed the board game Risk, it's a good strategy game set in the medieval fantasy era. So it kind of has a whole bunch of different gameplay styles into that game. So feel free to join us there on Thursdays if you're interested in Art of Conquest. And if not, then we'll be back here on every Sunday doing Clash Royale action. Tonight is 2v2 theme deck challenge that I kind of do on my own. It's a fun little exercise you can do to kind of learn the strengths and weaknesses of all the different cards out there, because, you know, if you go on YouTube and look at all the Clash Royale videos out there, most of the people out there are doing just decks that are real popular. They call them the meta decks, you know, trying to find the new meta deck to win with. But what I try to do is try to find the decks that nobody uses that allow me to win with. So, you know, that gives me great satisfaction if I can find a deck like that that consistently wins, that no one's really using. Because if no one's really using it, then chances are they're not going to know how to defend it. So, hey GSP, thank you for joining. GSP is with us from Late for Supper. He is in our Clash of Clans Late for Supper clan, and we tried to pull out a win in Clan Wars today, but we got rolled by an engineered base, so they had got a perfect 30 stars on us. But you know, we put up a good fight. We had, I think, 28 stars, so we're close to clan level 9 in Clash of Clans. So, GSP, thank you for joining us tonight. So, generally keep my streams to only an hour, but since I got people in here, I'm going to stay in here a little bit longer tonight. So we'll go probably about 10 more minutes, and then I'll shut it down for tonight. Alright, Janet, I'll do a ramp-up battle, and I'm going to use what I consider my favorite deck. This deck that I'm about to use is what has allowed me to get up here into the Challenger League. So if you're not familiar with the Challenger League, once you get to, like, Janet, I think you said you were in Arena 4. I think that's what you said. So Arena 4 is Pika's Playhouse. So as you advance through these arenas, you get access to all these different new cards. And ever since the game has started, I've worked my way up all the way through. And, you know, at the time, Legendary was the highest arena you could get into. But the developers couldn't keep up with all the players that were constantly getting above 3,800 trophies. So they kind of devised this new system called Seasons, where now in the seasons above 4,000 trophies, the league seasons, you have these Challenger 1, Challenger 2, Challenger 3, kind of like the same model that Clash of Clans goes through with their leagues with the 1, 2, 3s. But these are Challengers, so I'm stuck. I pretty much try and get to Challenger 1 and I just stay there, because the benefit of Challenger League is you have these season rewards. And I don't know if it's guaranteed, but every season reward of this chest, I've gotten a legendary card in. So if it's not guaranteed, it's really close to guaranteed, because like I said, I've gotten, every time the season ends, you get this chest. As long as you get to 4,000 trophies, you'll get access to this. So that's a little background on me. So I'm going to give Janet a ramp up battle here. And let's go to Spell Valley and try this one out. So Janet, good luck on this one, and let's do a ramp up battle. GSP, do you play Clash Royale? Huh, this isn't the deck. Maybe I changed my deck and didn't realize it. Looks like I'm still on the, yeah, I'm still on the Labor Day deck. Sorry about that. It's not the deck I wanted, but we'll see what happens here with this ramp-up battle. The Executioner is he's quite the foe to deal with when you're in the hut, so. And the bowler is gonna bowl most of these troops away for me. And let me bring in the knight to do some cleanup, get that mini P.E.K.K.A out of there. And now the knight is going to lead and the bowler is going to push behind him. Let's throw in a miner to take down some of these huts. And the bowlers keep marching on. Let's add a bomber behind to help clean up those goblins. If you guys notice any lag between what I'm saying and what's happening on the screen, let me know, because I'm trying to improve that experience for you. So if there's like a delay that's confusing or whatnot, just let me know and I'll see what I can do about it for the next stream. So right now we are doing the 1v1 ramp up battle. Got my troops frozen while the mini P.E.K.K.A is doing some damage, and the lightning comes on top of all of us, so let's get the bomber out to help the bowler out. We'll throw in another executioner to keep the flow going. And I'll bring another bowler in behind all of them. Now let's see if we can't get a good push. And there's Eli jumping in on our stream. Thank you for joining us tonight, Eli. Appreciate you being here. Got lots of new faces here on our stream. We've had Janet, we've got Wanda Timo, we have GSP from Clash of Clans. So a lot of new faces tonight, and I appreciate you all joining. So what we're doing right now is a 1v1 ramp-up challenge. And Janet just joined late for supper. She's using lightning, she's using rocket, anything she can to get my tower down. And I'm trying to work my way up to finish off her tower. We'll try a miner, see if the miner can't get in to finish things off for us. If not, the executioner should be able to. We'll just keep rolling this. Yep, there it goes. A good battle, Janet. Thank you for trying the ramp-up battle. And just gotta hold her off for 15 more seconds. And this will be a W. I'll do one more battle, and then I'm gonna call it quits for tonight, guys. If you're not familiar with my schedule, I'm here Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. in the United States, of course. So right now, for me, if you want to check your time zone, right now it is 9:12 p.m. for me, so I start at 8 p.m. So I've been at this an hour and 10 minutes roughly. So feel free to subscribe, and once you subscribe, I think you can go into the settings and get notified of when I go live. So it'll alert you, hey, StinkPot is live, and then you can pop in then. But um, Central Time Zone, Janet. All right. I'm from Indiana. We have a few members from Indiana in our clan, but most of us are. Let's see. We have some people down in Georgia. We have some people in Louisiana and Texas. So most of us are either Central or Eastern time zoners, and then we have a fair amount of people overseas in India and I think Bulgaria in that area. So. Mobile, Alabama, huh? I think the only time I've ever been in Alabama, I went to Birmingham once, and that was about it. So it was just a quick weekend trip, and I don't think I've ever been back there since. I was probably 19 years old then. That was 20 years ago, so yeah. So Janet, what do you have any questions about Clash Royale? Because you're in Arena 4. What deck do you normally use down there in Arena 4? I'll go ahead and show you a deck I recommend. So if there's any cards I throw in this deck that's not available to you at Arena 4, let me know and I'll swap them out. But you like to do huts, so I'll try to assemble what I think is a good hut deck. So we'll throw in the Goblin Hut. And if you have Zap, that's good. And this is the card I was talking about earlier. This is a good tanky to use with your goblins and whatnot. It's called Barbarians. It's 4 Barbarians. Hey, Mini EB Gamer, thanks for joining us tonight. We're finishing up this stream. Sorry you didn't catch us on the first half of it, but we're just about done here. You can look at the description to see my streaming schedule. And right now, we just finished up a 1v1 ramp-up battle, but tonight's action was all about theme decks. So, add you where? I can add you anywhere, Minnie. You want to be in our clan? We're late for supper. Let me show you the clan tag again. Whoops, I'm clicking everything right now. So, yeah, 1 second, Minnie. Let me get you in here. I can't add you, but I'll show you where you can go, where you can join up with us. So let me get back to my section here. There we go. So here's our clan tag. We are late for supper, and if you just go into the game and you hit search and type in this clan tag at the bottom, PUVGLG, that's how you can find us in the game. I'll type it in here. PUVGLG is our tag. So that's how you find us in game. Yeah, I'm also in Art of Conquest. We do Art of Conquest streams on Thursdays. So Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central will be in Art of Conquest. You can subscribe to the channel, and there's a couple videos I've done already on Art of Conquest. So yeah, what we're doing in Art of Conquest now is I just switched from human to dwarf race, and I'm just comparing the races right now to see which is the best race to be for PvP, which is the best race to be for Siege, and which also offers the cheapest troops that you can get in that game. So yeah, thanks for subbing, Mini EB. We'll be on Art of Conquest on Thursday. So right now we're wrapping up in Clash of Clans. So Janet, what I was talking about is your Arena 4 deck. Let me go ahead and finish making that real quick. So you definitely want the Barbarians and the Archers and the Spear guys. Those are all good cards to have. Alright, Minnie, thank you for stopping by real quick. Thanks for subbing, and we'll see you again back in Art of Conquest. And so those are all good cards to have in here. Let me find a couple more. Oh, Wizard. I think Wizard is another one you'll want to have. But I don't know if you have Wizard at Arena 4, Janet. So if you don't, let me know, and I'll find something else for you. Hog is definitely one you want. So, where's that Wizard at? That pesky Wizard. He's down here somewhere. You don't have Wizard? Or you don't have Hog? Alright. You don't have Wizard. Okay, so use the Hog then. And basically what you want to do with your huts is keep your elixir cost at 3.5 or lower. So these extra spirit goblins will go in there in place of our wizard. And you had the skeleton hut in there, so that's another good one to do. But Goblin Barrel, if you have access to that one, that's also another good one to use at Arena 4. Minions is going to be good to use at Arena 4. So let me actually go on over to the arenas where I can see what you get. So at Arena 4, you unlock... Let me start at the bottom. So at the bottom you get that. Yeah, this giant skeleton is a good one to have, but you're using huts, so I wouldn't use it. So I would definitely use the tombstone. I would use the minions, and this is a good one to use if you have that, but that costs 7 elixir, so it may be difficult for you to fully defend if you have that in there, but that's another good hut to use if you don't have this one, which is the barbarian. So versus these two, I would use the 4 barbarians over the barbarian hut just because of the elixir cost on that one. And then if you want to go with the hut theme, I would definitely use Hog, and then minions, the minion horde. So yeah, so that's about what you got right there. So another quick defense is the Tesla. That'll take out some good troops for you. But if you want to do you have crossbow yet? Because another interesting one you can do with the crossbow deck, this is what I use for my crossbow deck. I'll show you my crossbow deck real quick. We'll do one more battle, and then I'm calling it a night for tonight. So this is a real good one. Okay, so here's what. Use this same deck with me, and we'll battle each other with the same deck, and to show you what it does. So you want your Expo, and you want, well, you probably don't have Mirror, so I won't use that. Actually, there's a lot of cards I'll want to use in this deck that you probably don't have yet. So let me just go ahead and throw them in here anyway. So this will be the last battle of the night. I'm setting up now my crossbow deck, and we will see what happens. So use your best crossbow deck or whatever deck you want to use, Janet, and we'll see what happens. This will be the last battle of the night. And I want that guy. And I want this furnace. Okay, so here we go. There's my deck 3.0 elixir. And now it's time to go in our last battle of the night. There's Janet's request, so we'll do that. And good luck, Janet. So I'm starting off with a couple of furnaces, and I got my fire spirits to counter the skeleton army. And I got my favorite log to counter all these goblins that she's got coming out, which will allow my fire spirits to get into the tower. And now she's dropping the hog. So we are just going to keep pushing on this left tower right now. And now she throws out the crossbow. And she's getting some good hits on it, but I'm going to counter that with my archers. And we'll log that whole mass right there. We'll log the whole mass right there. That's why I like to mirror my cards, because the log mirrored is pretty good defense. And then when you have someone that likes to use huts on you, so. And the Dark Goblin can just do damage all on his own real quick without being touched. So he's going to take care of those barbarians. And now I throw in my secret weapon. See if they can counter this push. So let me get my furnace back up. I always try to keep my furnace up so when that hog comes down, I'm ready for it. Now I'm pushing again on the right. Looks like I'm going to get that right tower momentarily. And I'm going to bring in my secret weapon card again. And that right tower is just about gone. But now I got the crossbow locked in on the left tower, and it's going down quick, and I'm taking down the right tower. So good game, Janet. Thank you for playing tonight. Oh, I'm almost got that right tower, 13 left, but that is a really good deck to use for crossbow, because you want to have, anytime you use the crossbow deck, good game, Janet. Anytime you use the crossbow, you want to use all other troops where you can have a really cheap deck. So this deck is 3.0 elixir, so that's what you want to do, because once you drop that crossbow, you want to completely surround it with a whole bunch of little troops, because they're going to try to counter that crossbow immediately. So if you can drop 2 other sets of troops on top of that crossbow to help defend your crossbow, that's really where your bread and butter is for the crossbow decks. You want to keep him up as long as you can so he can get locked in on that tower. And as you saw there, once they're locked on that tower, they can take it down pretty steadily. So that's the main strategy behind the crossbow deck. This has been another presentation of the Stinkpot Shack Show. So thank you all for our newcomers tonight. We had a lot of fun. Feel free to come back and check us out again on Tuesday, where we will be in Clash of Clans doing some TH11 attacks, as well as, you know, basically just doing some different types of attacks that we did here tonight. I think in our last stream I tried a whole bunch of different army compositions. So thank you all for joining tonight. In about 30 minutes, you're going to see this video on my YouTube channel, so feel free to drop a comment, and we will see you in the next stream. Have a good night, guys. Happy Labor Day. Good night.